NIP. Universe has come across, he's TP'd over. And him alone with the blast, maybe enough to sort of slow this one down. They'll pop the fortification. Spirit, as you say, you know, this is a heavy commitment, the four of them. They want to find something out of this Airgon. He has got the setup, goes for the tornado onto Universe, but here's the TP turnaround. Gunner comes in, jump forward, gets the two-man chrono, and NIP will put an immediate stop to that push attempt from Spirit.
On the Sark at the same time. But it's also good that they save it up as they can use it for the next fight now.
Oh, non-grata. Again, walking in immersion, RTW, there's wrap round. This time, Gunner gets the two of them in the chrono. Will get definitely blasted back. Amisha still able to come in with a save. So again, it's a chrono into nothing at all. Gunner is dead. Tanner as well will fall here with the control that Spirit have. And NIP, they have nothing.
They're just done. Universe is falling too on the left side. There's a buyback from the Timber Saw, but I don't think just how much he'll be able to do. I don't know.
They just played far too slow of a game, NIP, after a start that looked to be hopeful. Team Spirit, their cores are just, they're far too big to deal with. ILTW alone with his items and his levels, he's massive, but it's the fact that he's backed up by a Necro and an IO. Slark can go wherever he wants to, and there is nothing that NIP can do about it right now.
Yeah,
as they'll just take the racks, 29 minutes in, easy mid-racks.
Maybe, let's see. Are they disciplined enough?
And they go. They're gone. Can he get away from the chakram in time? He can. Turns with the deafening blast. Buyback tries to cut across. And Tanner will finish the kill. There'll be buybacks coming out from both sides. There's now Gunner, the chrono. It's got LTW. Is there? Take the relocate. Beautiful stuff from Misha. Takes LTW straight out of the chrono. And Gunner cannot get that kill. The Scythe is out and down. He's gone for 105. He does not have buyback. He's 250 gold short. He does not have the funds.
He tried to use that chrono, and I can't blame him. It was a good position to use it. But the problem is, it's so easy for Wisp to relocate him out. That's all. And you could see on the edge of the map, Misha was right there channeling his relocate, waiting until the last second. And all he had to do is just click on the void and click on the Stark and he was safe. That's it.
It really is. Spirit, it looks easy for them. It really did. They played it so smooth after the 15 minutes as they just took this one. A very easy game one for Team Spirit. With the man to defusal.
NIP they know. And Tanner is the one to break the smoke. Oh, good blink.
Very nice blink from Airgon. As he immediately avoids the static. So he also been able to slide down to low ground, get away from the boat. The combos just are landing here from NIP. Now the Chain Frost will be thrown out. They'll finally kill Airgon. But LTW is going to start going to work. But he popped it. But the Chain Frost, it continues to bounce around him. Immersion, he's in with the slam. Drops down the Fisher. Isn't enough to keep LTW safe. LTW will be able to get away. They've lost Tanner. Universe, he's falling low. Tanner's buying back in an attempt to save Beauty. But non-grata, the Death Pulse, gets the kill. As Team Spirit, they'll come out on top for sure here. They're not done. Tanner brought back in an attempt to turn this one around. He's getting taken down. Is there any help? He's trying his best to run away, but he cannot escape the Necrophos. Triple kill.
PPD is turning in his fountain right now as his Gunka bought back, died again.
And now Gunner.
Tossed back.
No, not Gunner.
Oh, this is a disaster.
He's being blocked off. And they are going to lose the Slark as well.
What an ability to 50% HP.
Yeah, the way that Spirit play with the Necrophos just seems to be so effective against NIP. They just don't know what to do against it right now.
Gunner, he has no mana. The Echo is there.
He's gone. He's gone, he's dead. 50 seconds without their carry. PPD, he'll join Gunner in his grave.
Without the carry, without the captain, I mean, NIP is just falling apart at the moment.
It's starting to roll quite solidly the same way as Game 1 did. Spectre, ILTW, non-grata, they're ahead. No one's even close to them. Tanner, he stepped outside of the base.
He has no buyback, right? Yeah, 100 seconds. That's... They're ignoring the tier 2 even. They're just diving.
This seems like it may very well be the beginning of the end here for NIP. Even though I think that might have even been in the first game we saw from them this minor. as it has not looked great. Spirit just destroying them. Back to the base, back to the fountain, getting dove.
Before, they were putting Necro in front all the time, right? But right now, you can even do the same with the Spectre. ILTW, I don't see him dying.
Gunner. He's going to try and poke here on the back line. Static Storm has been dropped. It didn't catch anybody at all. Gunner just gets comboed down. He's dead. He's dead and gone. Dead for a minute. There's been 2 buybacks out, but already there's the 3rd buyback. They're trying to put everything they can into this NIP universe. Is going for the epicenter, goes across with a burrow strike. It's not enough damage to bring Non-Grata anywhere close to dying. Fish is out. Universe is gone. Triple kill for ILTW. And there is a GG well played. Finally out there from NIP as Spirit take the series 2-0. It is the end of the road for NIP. And all in all, a bit of a disaster of a land for them.
I mean, we did realize that they just...
to lose a couple of kills, GeekFam can begin to swing this. Obviously, it's so hard because of how big this Shadow Fiend is.
I just love the way RNG's itemizing. When you are playing against this type of lineup of GeekFam, eventually they're able to fight you, which they saw. Now you have to itemize to actually pick them off, which is what RNG did. First they itemized to group up and just walk down buildings, and now they itemize to actually catch people, which they're now able to do.
Okay.
Rubik getting caught in the back.
He tries to go for it. The GA is going to be popped. It's not going to do enough, of course, to save September. He has to get away with it. The damage from Setsu just tears him apart. K will fall. He has got buyback on the Storm Spirit, but the middle racks are gone. RNG will take another. Jump in, silence onto all of them, buyback from K. He's looking to zip in half for the cleanup. He's on to Super. Super's going to be the focus. Red Room will be popped, but K gets himself out of range. Will keep the distance. Setsu falling a little low, still has the Aegis and the BKB to rely on. They'll burst him once. Can they do it again? Silence on Monet, immediately removed as he'll turn, rage up, push them back. Can't quite get
up, and you have too. But oh yeah, Omni Knight has 18 dual damage, as you said. This Halberd just super value, the status resistance, the disarm on these ranged heroes lasting longer than it does on melee heroes. They're trying, man. They're trying.
Do manage to silence the 2 of them. Lift up, and K just... He cannot withstand this right click coming out for Setsu, but Raven Cat, he turns, shoots him down. That's a pretty big kill if they can get away from this GeekFam. Turning onto September. September's Ghost Step keeps him 5 and out. September looking to lead it. Cuckoo, he gets the jewel on the Rubik. September falls. 3 dead at the moment on RNG with the Dream Core down. They're going to try and look for another. Monet jumps in with the Infest. He's running away in the creep. They don't have any way to control it. The creep will manage to...
This Omni Knight's got 26 armor and a pipe and a halberd, man. And if you don't kill him, how do you kill anyone else? That's my concern.
You know, Dubu didn't need to use his buyback. You know, silver linings.
True.
They've got 2 lives on the bait. A Cuckoo. They're going in, and K's going up the back. Let's put the BKB, though. Take September out of the fight immediately. That's 1 down. Dubu does fall, but he buys back. K, he will fall, though. Bashed up and controlled. The Storm is out for 80 seconds. Cuckoo trying to slide away. Will be able to get away from the reaches of Setsu. And that's a G, and that's the second one there. GG is called. GeekFam will finally tap out of this game as RNG take the victory. GeekFam tried as hard as they could to hold on, but the lead that RNG... in game 1, and now it's Puck in the safe lane. You know, this guy, he's on fire so far this land. As this action, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah, there's that Yules to help his teammates catch up. Oh, they steal the Heavenly Grace. You got your own Omni Knight now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Cuckoo is trying to turn and run down September. I mean, the Iron Gyro trying to make a go at this, but the Chain Frost is doing a lot against the GA's pop, but these Chain Frost bounces, maximum efficiency there from Super as he gets the full damage output amongst the heroes alone. Raven's going to be chased by Setsu and September. Double kill for the safe lane Puck. As Setsu continues to pull out play after play, Cuckoo will be run down by Super and Flywin as he seems to have no counterplay to the chase that's there. Setsu even sweep spy to pick up the glory for himself. And I think, you know, if anything, this series, you know, RNG, you know, they're just sort of blowing us away here with this performance because GeekFam, this is not a bad squad. These are some good players. They showed us yesterday. I think you can expect GeekFam to to pick themselves up after being knocked down here. But the fact that RNG is showing us that they're that much better this series, I'm already looking at this game. I don't know who else here at this LAN is going to really challenge this team. RNG seem to be on another level at the moment.
Yeah, no, they just look solid. It's not, none of these games look like a fluke. Yeah, you can say Huskar's cheese, but Huskar's not an easy hero to cheese people with in competitive Dota. They are just, look at this, like they're playing so well around him, making sure you have to focus him. Nobody else is getting caught out of position. No other targets being gone on. He's just right-clicking away. You're stunning this guy, but he's killing you much faster than you're killing him. And by killing him, I mean not at all. Triple kill already for Monet. Oh, man.
Oh,
Give him the rampage.
Give him it. There it is. Monet closes up the game with a rampage. It's all over. GG has been called. RNG, Matt, these guys, they want to go to the major.
Slowly lose your lead unless you can continue to find kills and fights. And GeekFam have no intention of giving them anything unless they need to defend something like Roche.
Suicidal Cuckoo, but this time it is exactly what GeekFam needs. Somebody just get vision inside the pit. They get a good read of what the health of Roshan is, and they know that Team Spirit's going to be very slow at it. So they can regroup a little bit, take this fight at their leisure, basically.
See, Cuckoo's going to poke forward.
A little bit low. Dubu, okay, get some vision in there. Once again, now it's go time. Roshan is quite low. GeekFam, they're going to jump in here. The RP goes out right as Roshan dies. They should be able to pick up the Aegis on the ground. The Winter's Curse, grab it. Can you grab it, please? Get it. The telekinesis. Okay, it's Cuckoo. Does manage to get it up in time. Carl, GeekFam, they do manage to take over this Roshan pit to their advantage, finishing off the carry, taking away that Aegis, now finishing off Non-Grana as well. Jump forward by Carl. It's going to be able to get the +1 in immersion, skewering him back very nicely. Yeah. A beautiful play all around by GeekFam on the Morphling. So they may be behind. Oh, Misha is going to be immediately jumped on by the Abyssal. Winter's Curse goes out, but it was on illusion. Good try, but they need something better there. Zephyr does manage to steal the GA, protecting himself for a little bit longer. RP coming out, controlling ILTW. They have the Golden Brace, but it's not on ILTW, and he's actually going to die. Just too much damage from both Raven as well as Carl, and now they look to be able to chase down these heroes. Ergon blink up into Spider Legs over the cliff. Pretty easy. And they don't really have to chase down these heroes if they don't want to. They can just go for buildings because Team Spirit have no buybacks. Again, they just got their power spike by purchasing all these items.
Just go for Throne. Yep,
I love it. Throne.
Win the game.
Well, they're going to throw out their repair kits, and that's going to be 2 tier 4s multi-shotting all over the place.
You gotta, I don't know, you don't have enough damage anymore, Cap. You can't kill all of the cores unless they, I don't even know. You don't have enough AoE to kill them all at once either. You need some kind of miracle.
It feels like one of those things where Immersion the entire time has to get the perfect Winter's Curse. He has to hit Raven with all of his illusions, hitting himself, and maybe grab somebody like Carl to do some damage for him too. But look at that GeekFam just staying very spread. Carl on one side, Raven on the other. They know as long as they're not grouped up, it is very tough for Team Spirit to find that initiation. Misha is going to be a little bit far forward. They do have the Aegis on the Phantom Lancer. That's why he's willing to just dive like this. ILTW goes for the back line, saved by Cuckoo. That quickening charm. Multiple miscoils and an Aphotic Shield is enough. Their support on the side of Team Spirit does die. Winter's Curse out on the real Raven. That's doing a lot of damage, but again, he has a second life, plus he has Doppelganger, so he's going to be able to get away with the first life still intact. Carl, his BKB is running a little bit low, can't find a good RP, so he's going to have to back up. ILTW as the Phantom Lancer tries to challenge, but Dubu with the freezing field doing so much damage. Out the RP and locking down the two of them. The Golden Brace is out. This time it is on ILTW. It will save him for a little bit longer. Enough for him to be able to get out. Double Doppelganger trying to run out Zephyr into the back line once again, but Raven's doing the same thing, and he's doing it better than ILTW, as he's going to be able to finish off both the supports and get Megas for them, plus the Abyssal Blade now into ILTW, burning them out of mana. They're going to throw out the Guardian's Angel, yes, but there's going to be silence. Eventually the GA will fade, and ILTW will start taking tons and tons of physical damage, and nobody from Team Spirit can really bail him out unless Ergon can somehow do an amazing amount of damage. He slows him down a bit with the Avalanche, but again, you can just see nothing really stops GeekFam. Maybe you can slow him down for a moment, but in the end, this is a freight train running through game 1.
It's the new Dota 2 Cap almost always turns these team fights into a war of attrition.
We'll see though, we do have our Magnus coming back up here.
It's still going to take a little time. Zephyr kills the Courier and a Ward.
Is it worth the risk, though, to Geek Fam to try this fight? I'm not sure
You can poke at it a little bit. You know there's no Wukongs for a little, but it is sketch.
Okay, well, there's the RP on top of the blood right with the BKB activated. Two of these heroes, ILTW is actually going to die. Skewer back in, but there's no follow-up stun from the Centaur because the Fisher Eyes on top of the Centaur does manage to get him. And now ILTW down. Raven has free run to be able to run down Immersion as quick as possible on the right-hand side. Kuku's going to be able to grab Misha as well. That's going to be 3 dead on the side of Team Spirit, all in exchange for a Rubik death. Immediately, the 2 supports will buy back from Team Spirit because they are saying we cannot afford Geek Fan to be able to get this. They've already blown so much, and we've got Carl surrounded with the Wukong's command once again, set up with the stuns from Nangrata. Geek Fam, they did get a lot of kills, but they could not feel too confident with Ergon still somewhere on the map.
That's very, very good for Spirit. They used 2 buybacks, but it was on the supports. Geek Fam popped theirs on Axe, and they're also going to lose the Roshan, it looks like.
They approach that, okay, Kuku, he's going to be able to get the call in with a blade mail, doing a lot of damage back to Ergon, but he's so tanky, he's actually going to start ice stealing now, and he's going to be able to finish off that Roshan, pick up the Aegis, no problem, and Nagrata goes to the back line. Hello, catches 2, Raven's going to be chasing away, okay, everyone's low enough, he's got a lot of movement speed, so he's fine, but at least they'll get Dubu. Great play by Nagrata during that very, you know, like that chaotic time.
Of course, the cores have a much harder time carrying detection. They need some now.
We're going to have some buybacks here as the Silencer's going to be TPing in. They do have a skewer away to the right-hand side. ILTW taking a lot of damage there from that rupture, but enough to be able to shrug it off. Now Life still really doing some dividends, but they have to chase for some of the backline heroes. That's where they're going to go for Misha, while Raven challenges ILTW with blood right out. He's going to have to leap away from that one, while Ergon gets pulled back into it, turns and fights with the lifesteal, but he's just overwhelmed by so many heroes. Immersion laying out the freezing field, but immediately chopped down quickly by Kuku, racing into Misha, and ILTW got caught. He just got spotted by a tree-dancing Rubik who lifted him up in the air, stopped that TP. ILTW could be a wipe. They're actually going to buy back for this one, but Nagrata with the Echo Slam, but it's not enough damage. Raven is fine. He had his BKB ready to go. He's ready to fight through all of this. They can't do enough damage, and now they just fed back to back to back. Team Spirit, they're going to lose this fight in a massive, massive way as they got wiped not once, but twice with no buybacks left in the tank. Geek Fam, how much are you going to be able to take out of this?
Looking like it might be the end of the road for our boys.
I have to say, every single one of these fights, I just don't really feel the presence of ILTW Slark, who got that early Midas, was able to farm for so long. Yule Scepter into a Skewer here. Well, first they're going to silence him to make sure at least Immersion isn't going to be dying here. And Carl is a little bit overextended, but he does have a cheese, and there's no way they can chain stun a 3,500 HP Magnus long enough to prevent him from using it. So he goes back up to full health. They're going to claim Megas here. 30 seconds to work with after that.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
They're going to play it safe.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And it means Team Spirit on the verge, on the brink of being dropped from this tournament. They're going to have to play against Megas, and now going to have to play in a 3 versus 5 as Geek Fam find the opening.
Raven TPs, gets the DD, summoned back immediately by Dubu.
That's where he was going. I was surprised. I was like, oh, Geek Fam, surely just ended here, but Raven just wanted that a little bit of extra helping hand with the double damage. Just kind of poking the Monkey King. Are you going to pop your BKB? No? Okay, we'll get a little damage on you. Meanwhile, finishing off the tier 4s. LTW coming forward, immediately going to be ruptured up. Also called by the Axe, pulling him away, but they do manage to get the 2-man Echo Slam once again. But do they have enough damage? The command ring. Oh, he actually gets pushed out of it immediately by the telekinesis from the Rubik. So there goes all your damage. That command ring is all important because you could see the Slark in the back line just can't even finish off a Chen. Sure, throw out an RP just for Ergon. That's it. That is the game, and that is it for Team Spirit as they are knocked out.
What a
by Geek Fam.
Geek Fam collected 20 kills. Spirit got 1.